Hello, welcome back to Ratropolis. It's Shaman today. Shaman today. Let's begin. How you doing today? What's happening? It is Thursday. Thursday. I am, in a shocking twist, not streaming tonight because I am streaming tomorrow night instead, which is Friday, which is when it is for you. Doing that charity event that I've been talking about. I gotta tell you, I spent a little time. So this charity event that I'm doing, they have a little. It's through a group that seems to do a lot of they handle charity stuff a lot. It seems. Because they have a bunch of hey, here's they had a bunch of charities up that were select the charity that you're signing up for, select the date that you're streaming for it, etc., right? And I go through the setup process. They don't need any information that gets me too weirded out. It's just stream name, average concurrent viewers. They use that to calculate a suggested donation goal, things like that. I bricked my economy here, but who cares? I'm just gonna say it. Who cares? But they have all of this stuff, and one of the things that they have already. I will take a turn one wharf. I am a-okay with that. One of the things they have pre-set up for you is here's a bunch of recommended donation incentives, right? And I'm okay, that's cool. Let's see what they're recommended. This is if you donate X amount of money, I will do this sort of thing. Shock, excellent start. And I'm scrolling through them, right? And some of them are pretty straightforward. Shout out the viewers, of course. Some of them are more goofy, do things I don't know, dab for every $1 donated. And they really eat a whole lemon, bite into an onion, things like that. That I'm just okay, this is people. It gets to a point where I'm just okay, people are donating just to watch you suffer, and that's not necessarily bad. Suffering for a good cause, right? It's what the people want to see. Content is content, etc., etc. But some of them get really weird, drink something out of your shoe, which I read and went, huh? You want me to what? Obviously, none of these are required, mind you. I don't want to pose this as if oh, I have to oh geez, if you guys donate $100, I have to drink out of my shoe. Nah, it's nothing like that. Guards advisor. This run is off to a very not good start, shall we say. I ruined my early economy, and we are in a weird position as a result. But Guards advisor might actually be the clutch against this boy, if they could just shoot him. Thank you. He has 15 health? Somewhere between 12 and 15, huh? Take 5 population here. 2 guards is maybe actually a blessing, because I'll be able to power out enough of them, maybe? I guess we'll see. But no, just some of them were very, very interesting, I'll say. Very, very interesting donation incentives. If you want to check that out, it's tonight, midnight EST. I will be live playing Slay the Spire for charity. I don't have any cool incentives laid out yet. That's what I'm doing with my day-to-day is I'm getting everything set up. I'm going to, after I finish doing this recording, I'm going to look at the incentives and figure out what I'm going to do. I'm going to probably, I have 4 Monster Train episodes that I want to bring over from the YouTube. Oh, they're from the Twitch. They are brought over. I just need to set them up. I need to make thumbnails and title them and then publish them, and then I'll probably just set them to go live one a day for a few days. They offered me the steel, but I took the wharf. I will not take it. Not this time, steel. Things like that, though. I kind of wish Wharf said reduce your draw cost by 60 gold instead of plus 60 gold, just so you can redraw. This should be 30 right now. Kinda. Shield Rat will be nice, but we really just need to power out a ton of guards to survive this. And hope we don't get hit with a plague, basically. But yeah, it's gonna be fun. If nothing else, I'm worried that just because I'm a very low effort streamer, I must admit to you, I don't I don't have a bunch of interesting things set up. I don't do anything too interesting. I just play the video games and I talk, right? Same thing as this. If you're like, hey, what's the difference between the YouTube and the Twitch? The difference is you can type your messages to me in real time. That's it. There's no like if you subscribe, if you give me money, I just go, hey, thanks. I appreciate that a lot. You know, I'm not trying to, and I recognize that there's definitely more I should be doing, right? I should have incentives for people to sub. I should do things like that. But I don't know what to do. And I don't really want to. I could have taken mining. I almost said taken again. I don't know why I'm like this, but mining there, right? You go, oh wait, mining with wharf, but it's a little late. Building advisor, cool. We're fine. We're alive, but it's. I've been on that like, what do I want to give people for subscribing? And the answer is I don't know. I'm not like most of the things that I want to that are like you should do this if we sub is just like I'll just do that for free. Like you don't have to give me money for that, right? It's like some of the ideas that I see people do, of course, are like yeah, subscriber only or not subscriber only streams, but like subscriber only chat on a day of the stream, or like special play with viewers days. But I don't know. The one thing I really want to make sure I drive home to is I'm very lazy. And the main thing I want to drive home to is not that I'm lazy. Saying that I'm lazy is kind of like shrouding the point. It promotes a negative discourse towards myself, which I should not be doing. The real answer to why I don't do play with me streams and things like that is because I don't ever want streaming to feel like a chore. I never want it to be like, oh no, I have to do the viewership stream. Like I have to play with people. I have to go do this thing. I have to do this, right? I promised it, and that's the main point. I want to make sure that I keep my content something that I'm enjoying to do, which you know, and it's kind of like, oh, what playing with the viewer, hanging out with me is gonna be a chore, and it's like no. But the thing you gotta understand is I'm very antisocial. Maybe is not the way to put it, but. You get the gist of it, right? I've talked about this who knows how many times, right? Talk in just like networking and how I don't even go talk to other streamers and things like that is just I don't do the networking aspect of things very well, and it's mostly just because I just want to play my video games and then call it a day, right? And you know, that's not necessarily a bad thing, but fruit is a pickup here. Just taking a moment to consider that cheese market. I considered it. I'm not picking it, but I took that moment. The double guards is actually really sweet here. We're able to power out enough guards to just crush. Picking up the second guards is really nice. Plus the accuracy bonus, right? But no, I hope I'm making my point well enough, which is just that I don't. It's not you. It's me. The most overused, overrated line in the world. It's not you. It's me. But for real, like it's just I don't want to be like, hey guys, let's plan this event and let's do it. I just want to turn on my video games and play them. And that's it. Which is why the main reason why I'm not and that so like that stuff is out of the question, and then it's like, okay, but what about something else, right? Like maybe do a community voted game, I guess is what I could try. But again, every time I've been like, hey, I want to switch games, I just switch games. Or like, hey, I want to switch games, but I don't know what I want to play. What do you guys want to see? I just make a straw poll. Take suggestions from the chat and then just make a straw poll. And you don't have to sub, you just vote, right? And that's the main issue. It's just like everything that you would get for subbing, I just give away for free, which is maybe like, oh, I should take it back a notch. I should make it so that subs have to do it. But then it's well, you should have to be sub to do it, but then it's well, what about the people who have been watching me for like there are people who have been watching me that are unable to sub but have been watching for like the last year, and I don't want to be like, hey, well, since you don't give me money, get fucked, idiot, right? That's just BM, and I would feel like it's just ungrateful, honestly. Yeah, this side just got crushed. Spitter waves, am I right, fellas? Just lost 10 guards. I had to shock this side, but you know, fine. We can repopulate pretty quickly. Lighthouse Labor Command Ancient Book. I feel like we are in a position where Lighthouse is the pickup. Holy shit. Woodcutter really cuts down that price, huh? Very nice, very nice. And our economy is stacking up on Forbidden Trade, so we're getting somewhere at least. But yeah, I guess the answer to what about the people who've been watching for a long time is just like add in an option to become VIP, and then VIPs get to also join in. Add in like a channel points option. If you have this many channel points, I'll make you a channel VIP. But similar issue of I don't want people to be like, oh, well, why are you a VIP, and what if all the VIPs get used up? It's just there's always a counter argument I can make, and I think that I need to just do things, right? I need to just be like, okay, I'm doing this now. I need to cut it out, because I could sit here and I could be like, oh, well, what about this? What about this? What about this? Forever. Just start doing shit, man. I've been streaming for a year now. I forgot to even recognize it on the day, but I have been streaming for a year at the on June 20th. June 20th was the day I did my first ever stream last year, June 20th, 2019. So, you know, I care about milestones very much, as you can tell by the fact that I forgot about it. And then, like, on the 23rd, I was like, oh yeah, we've been streaming for a year now. Huh. Weird. How far we've come. YouTube creation has been like, I think the first episode of this playthrough, which is where I really start to look at my YouTube as like, I've been doing this now for a while. I don't like slums here. The first episode of this was February 22nd, I think, so about 4 months ago. 4 months of daily Ratropolis. It's crazy, right? I try not to think about it too much, because it starts to get to be like, oh god. You know, how long have I been doing this? How long has this been part of my daily routine? I don't even think about it anymore. It's part of my daily routine, right? It's just, I do this now. Wake up, play Ratropolis. And also whatever other game I'm playing. Monster Train right now. Monster Train's going well, by the way. Finally, last night I was able to activate my brain to a point where I don't just run it down in the run. I'm gonna remove Militia. We want to get down to 4 cards here. I want to get Demolish and remove that building. I think I should cash this in. What is this? This is 1,030 gold. Really, it's only 1,000 gold? Yeah, it is. That's not very good. That's not the big cash in I was hoping for there, I gotta be honest with you. A banner rat over here. Oh, also we're against the Desert Foxes. And we're against the Battle Brothers. Oh god, and we're against the Scorpion. Which is nice. I think that this combat is actually a little easier. Because you want to build your army symmetrical anyway, which is why that these bosses, in my opinion, are easier. You build your army symmetrical naturally, right? Building your army out to be symmetrical is an important part. Oh god, that shock jumped to my banner. Because you need to survive the wave. So symmetrical bosses become easier. Buffing Rider. Okay. As long as, like, our economy is never going to get to be too insane, but it's going to be okay. The 60 gold that's getting provided to us by Wharf isn't bad. This is a run where I maybe want to consider not taking the wave time down from wave 20. Typically, economy being a winning plan is what I want to aim for, but like having infinite money so redraw time doesn't matter by wave 20 is often the plan. Ah, never mind. We gotta raise tax. I'm good at the game. Okay, so we draw this every other time. We want to stockpile a little money before we go in on it here. But yeah, I think we can see this one coming out to be a W. I think, anyway. I'm excited for the Builder Plus. It should be pretty soon. I hope, anyway. Okay, I should not be. I'm just kind of zoning out here. I looked away for a moment. I was watching friend and fellow streamer Hot Couch this morning before I started my recordings. I don't know how much I've talked about him, at least a little bit, I'm sure. But he does a thing where he calls it Wheelie Wednesday, where he, on that day, is usually Wednesdays, but he missed yesterday because he was sick, so he did it today, as today is Thursday. And on that day, he takes suggestions from the chat and puts them all on a wheel built into Streamlabs, and then spins that wheel and plays whatever games pop up on the wheel. And he was playing a little Minesweeper, and I went, oh my god, it's been a long ass time since I played Minesweeper. And he had never played it. It was like suggested as a joke, and then he actually put it on. And it's one of those things. Minesweeper is a really interesting game to me because it's really hard, but it's also really easy. It's like, I think it has one of the highest learning curves I can imagine for a video game. If you even want to call it a video game, it's kind of a puzzler, however you want to phrase it. But like the learning curve is out of this world high. Because there's no tutorialization. There's no unless you're gonna look up a like how to play Minesweeper video, you just sit down and start playing Minesweeper until you get it. I used to play Minesweeper to pass the time in high school. I had those really long, like hour-long breaks occasionally every few semesters, where I would just like, okay, my high school classes are done, it's 11 a.m., and then my college classes start at 5. Option A, drive home. Option B, just sit in the cafeteria and shoot the shit with my friends. I would usually just do option B. And then like they would go to class for an hour and I would just play Minesweeper. And I would just sit down and I would do one of the hard Minesweeper puzzles for like an hour. And I just like got a flood of memories of that. And I just went and tried to do a few expert level puzzles. It's a really hard game, I gotta say. If you've never played Minesweeper, because when I started playing it because in my mind, Minesweeper was always that game that's like, this is too difficult. I will never understand it sort of game. And I wanted to overcome that feeling of like, because when you're younger and you're playing video games, things can become a little unfathomable, I think. Then as you get older, things start to make more sense. Oh, the wharf. Oh my god, what the fuck? Holy shit. Oh, Jesus, that was the most unlucky bounce of my life. What? That just killed me. Holy shit, how did that happen? Okay, we're dead. What a way for the win streak to end. I did not even think that bounce was possible. I did not respect that was even something that could happen. What the fuck? I've never seen that before. I've never seen a bounce go that poorly. Oh my goodness. Instead of bouncing to the nearby other enemy, it bounces to my Banneret and then just wipes my entire backline. Jesus. Alright, we're just gonna hope that they come from the right side while we try to stabilize off of that. If I can come back from this, Jesus, holy shit. That's insane. That's actually... Ah. Okay, I actually need to be spacebarring here. We're going in, sorry. Minesweeper talk is done for a moment. I gotta recover this. We can recover this. We can actually recover this, but I gotta go full in here. This is try-hard mode. I'm using the key bindings. I'm going all out here. Forgive me, Master. I must go all out just this once. We're down to 6 cards. I should hit raise tax every 1.5 draws, which should be enough to get us out of here. I need to play 4 of them right now to get max stacks of gold. Oh, that'll actually probably just save me here. I can just use that to play raise tax like 10 straight times or something like that. Power out enough army to recover this. Oh my god. What a nightmare, right? What a nightmare. Oh, I only have 5 cards? I only have 5 cards. Cool. Okay, boss is hitting from the right side. That's nice. You know, we're just gonna focus on this. I skipped that event because I really do not want to take... Basically, I saw that event and I thought about it for a second. I did not vocalize this because there was a lot going on all at once there. My crisis management could use some work. Or I'm taking steel. Look, you can hate it all you want. Did I run out of seeds? That's a shame. Hate the steel all you want, but after a decimation like that, like an absolute tragedy, I'm just gonna take the steel and recover this. Jesus fucking Christ, man. That was rough. Please give me an upgrade from this one. Or, nah, just an upgrade's fine. Anyway, Minesweeper. I am going to take this. I should stabilize by wave 20. Okay, we're there. We've arrived. Congratulations, we won the run. I was gonna go without the steel. What did I take away from this? Don't take wharf. Turn 1. It doesn't work out. And also just don't break your economy, but mainly don't take wharf. Oh my god. That shock killing all of my units is one of the most like traumatizing things I think I've seen happen in this game in a long time. Mentally, I may never recover from that. In the middle of the wave, too. The big wave's hitting. Oh, this is a good time to shock. This will stun all of them, and we'll get out of this without losing this duck. Oh no, the bounce went the wrong way. Oh. We're fine. We're fine. Anyway, Minesweeper. It's a cool game, but it's really hard to learn. That's what I was getting at, essentially, because I'm pretty sure he had never played Minesweeper. Or if he hadn't played it in a very long time. My man, Hot Couch. And it was like, it's things that are like, oh yeah, this is obvious to me, are like, oh yeah, this isn't obvious because you don't know how the game works, right? I can lose my gold here. I'm just not gonna bother. I don't want to repair shit. Although I should have had that break all my buildings so I could destroy the piece of shit wharf over there. That's alright. But yeah, it's like he's never played the game before, so of course it's hard because there's no like, welcome to Minesweeper, here's how to play. Maybe in the newer versions of Windows there is, but I just play it online on like, I think it's just called like playminesweeper.com or something like that. But it's not an obvious game, right? It's very simple to explain, right? There are numbers. The numbers represent how many bombs are touching that square. But then you start getting into it and it's like, oh yeah, there's a 2 here, and so this space must be clear, and you go, oh wait a minute, right? It's like, it's easy to get mind-flooded, especially in those like bigger maps, like in the 10 by 10. Is it 10 by 10? It's not 10 by 10, it's like 16 by 16 or something like that. Watching these banners just walk to their deaths is so sad. I wish I could just God, more unit control is all I desire in this game, really. If I was able to micro my units in this game so I didn't have to watch these banners just run it down, sprint it down. Really? I've been playing a lot of League lately. Fucking sprinting it down mid. But yeah, I wish I had more control over my units. And also, Minesweeper's a tough game. I played a few of them, because like once you start to learn it, it gets to be pretty easy, all things considered. At least the smaller maps. The higher level maps, like the big map of Minesweeper is a game mode where you're like, wow. Like once I started to do the mental work to start to learn how to clear those maps, I was like, oh my god, wait a minute. This is some 5-head shit we're having to do here. Please don't get hit, I'm begging you. I don't want you guys to run it down. Does he get like stunned? His movement speed gets kind of fucked up, it feels like. Uh-oh. Okay. It's messy. I need to just like get more banners. If this wasn't why are they at -2? You guys are at -2 over there? Did you hear that noise? Did you hear that noise over there? I thought I heard a noise over there that sounded like a lot of banner rats all dying. Thank god I went steel. This run would be unwinnable without steel. It's already tough. Passenger doesn't matter because you just reach a point where you know everything. This is a run that's like, despite being strong, I'm unable to be like, okay, we have this run in the bag, I'm able to go 100% commentary, no commentary about the game, right? Just because it's just difficult enough, right? I'm just having enough trouble getting off the ground here. Every round I'm just going, hey, did you hear that? Fucking desert. Also fire arrows on the first enemy spawn is tough, right? First enemy being fire arrows does get to be a little messy. I need to just keep like 1 duck alive, basically is my plan. 1 to 2 ducks alive to keep us standing should be good. Alright, this event might be more wave time, which I wouldn't hate. Random advisor should be good. Oh, commander's very nice. Extra 8 health makes these guys a little beefier. 65 health on banner rat's pretty good. Bombs. Okay. We're powering out banners as hard as I can right now. I just need houses. Like all I need is houses. Okay. I don't think I have much more to say about Minesweeper other than, hey, if you haven't played it, you should give it a shot. Like, it's a really good game. It's really fun, and when I had my first like aha I get it moment, I went, oh my god, I'm a genius. I haven't added anything so we can take the flood. It's a little awkward because we're gonna lose some ducks, but mostly it should be alright. Just have to pay the money to redraw here. I have to pay the money to redraw 3 times. As long as I don't die this wave, it's okay. And I shouldn't die this wave. Yeah. I drew 6 cards? Why did I draw 6 cards? Did I steal? I must have stolen? I'm just not even paying attention. Yeah, you can see, right? This is the crux of the problems you face on the desert, and why you need to be extremely strong going into this floor. Because look at this, I'm losing, despite having like the Bannerag Guard's Dream, I'm still eating like 14 to 15 population loss every round. Which is, this is true, a fucking lot. Should take Reinforce here. It gives me that extra buffer in case the enemies pump by me here. Gives me a little more time to fix everything. In case they just get by. I'm just gonna try to keep a steady 10 banners, and then we can add in ducks as we go. Because 10 banners is probably just gonna be enough. You need to probably just take some territory expansions. Does this guy like slow? I don't know what these enemies do. I'll just say it, I have no fucking clue what's going on here. Look at the population just fucking liquefy because I have no control over what my banners do, and they're just running it. They're just running it. Oh, fire. I think that AoE archers are just worse than fire. Or no, better than fire. To fight. AoE archers are just like, hey, we have no fears. I should not have taken Dancer there. The only good side of Dancer is it might make these ducks unkillable, but like, oh my god, I lost 25 population. Thank god I took this steal. Another good case for why do I take steal so much? Because if I don't, sometimes the game just fucking bullshits you out of it, right? You just lose it. Especially on the desert. Like, why lose? No, that's the real answer right there. I just had it. It just came to me. I take steal so often because like I know what happens if I don't. It's not no. I've done 200 episodes of this. We've done all of the hey, what happens if? It's just a if I don't take steal on this combat, I'm going to lose. Especially with that war. It's like with raise tax, I'd be doing the same thing, except I'd just be pressing the space bar, right? With the raise tax, I'd just be doing the exact same. But it's gonna be a loss if I don't take the steal here, most likely. Because even with raise tax, having to go through the draw animation of the extra 3 cards in the middle of a heated battle can kill you. Heated battle, fire. 20 population. Okay, now we win. We live to 27, and now we should win. Can't take that house because I played my cards first. Haha. Nice. Not a ton else to talk about though. Minesweeper, I had that blast from the past today. It was nice. It was nice to be like, oh yeah, remember Minesweeper? It's a game that I definitely kind of like cooled off on after a while. It's something that you don't want to. I don't want to spend a ton of time on. You can do whatever you want, but it's not something that I want to spend all my time doing. But like every now and then, right? There's a game on Steam called Demon Crawl, which is a little bit of it's like a RPG Minesweeper sort of thing. And that game's really cool if you haven't checked it out. It's fun if you like Minesweeper. It kind of, like, it adds in, like, power-ups and things like that you can take that'll be like, hey, this lets you take out some of the guesswork, because a lot of times in Minesweeper it does come down to just guessing. These ducks are too fast. Dancer maybe is going to be a problem. It shouldn't be. Let's just start reinforcing. Yeah, because what Reinforce does is it insulates you from the, oh, we just got crushed here. It insulates you from that, oh, they overwhelmed me and now they just run past me. You get to have a little more time to reset up, and in an infinite that makes it very strong. Very, very strong. Definitely like it's a top tier card that I don't like taking because I'm lazy. What does this merchant even have? Apartment's cool, I guess. Sucks because I don't get my perfect 100 population finish here, but who cares? Oh, I'm losing because my banners are just sprinting it again. Surprise. I don't lose, obviously, but you know. We made it to the easy part. We survived the waves we get to the boss. It's just I think this is the exact run to showcase why you take steel in every run. Because what happens if I don't take steel here? I just have like, I never recover. The raise tax carries me. I mean, you can recover, it's messy, right? Imagine having, I would be playing, I play these units out at about half the speed I'm able to right now, which is not enough. How much health do these have? Do they have 6,000 health like all the other bosses? It looks like they might. So it gets like a little knockback, but the knockback sucks because it has like a wind up on the animation. It's so weird. The desert foxes need to be like changed. They're a cool boss idea because having a boss that comes, like having two bosses, one on either side, is cool. I like that mechanic a lot. But like, God, the desert foxes are so bad. Alright. Thank you for watching. It was a little dicey, I gotta say. When that shock hit all my guards, I went, oh my god, it's over. We lost. That's how it ends. But we pulled it back. I'm gonna go to bed tonight and I'm gonna, unironically, I'm just gonna have a nightmare. I'm gonna wake up in a cold sweat watching 15 guards die from one bad bounce on the shock. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, leave me a like. Subscribe if you want to see more. I will see you in the next one. Have a good one.